good day, and welcome to Wargaming, whenever. The show where we talk about wargaming whenever, and apparently it's Wednesday night is when we're doing it now. But who knows, next week it could be a different night, or the same.
So
Yeah.
far, it seems to be the same.
It seems to be the same.
I mean, the 2 times that I've been here, it's been the same.
It has been the same. That being said, this is only like the 5th one, so who knows? We might change it, we might not. If you think we should change it, put your preferred time in the chat. We can do it whenever. I don't care.
Yes, it is dinner time. I am eating.
Yes, it is like 8 o'clock here in Australia, which is apparently Zach's dinner time. So he is eating beer.
No, that was last week. It was whiskey.
To be fair, not Jack, Zach, what the fuck am I talking about? Is so much more entertaining than sober Zach.
Although drunk
maybe?
Zach still needs to issue an apology to our Semitic audience.
I don't remember saying anything anti-Semitic last time.
Because you were drunk.
I wasn't that
He was
drunk.
drunk and he kept dropping anti-Semitic dog whistles. Everything that Zach says is his own opinions, and he does not represent the positions of Ordnance Wargaming.
I'm pretty sure I was mocking anti-Semitic dog whistles.
Do we have the live counter ready for this week?
Yes, it's right here. I'm just going to keep counting up, and I will send the dude behind me to deal with Zach if he gets too rowdy. This seems perfectly fair and reasonable. So, tonight I thought we'll kick off by showing some of the worst game of Warhammer I have ever played.
Oh no.
So I was playing Zach last night.
I'm in this video and I don't like it.
Cal has not seen this yet.
I haven't.
So this is going to be entertaining. I hope the sound from the video will actually come through to you guys when I do the screen capture. I have no idea if it will, but we're about to find out. Look, it started off so well.
Wait, why can you see my army and I couldn't see yours?
Because this is at the point where you'd revealed yours and I haven't yet revealed mine. So let's just start with Zach's reaction, and then we'll get Cal's reaction to Zach's reaction, and we'll have Inception reaction. Wow, that was such a forced pun. It's not funny. So are you?
I don't know what I'm countering.
Are you ready to flip the table?
Yes, please. There's no sound.
The sound didn't come through to you?
Nope.
I have no idea why. This is disappointing.
Not on me or for the stream.
Oh, it should have come through to the stream.
Are you ready to flip the table?
Yes, it is coming through on the stream.
There's no sound. Oh.
This is disappointing.
Let's
So
see.
people watching at home, you should be fine.
Look, what we'll do is I'll play it for everyone at home.
Yes, it is coming through on the stream.
There's no sound.
This is disappointing. Let's
So
see.
people watching at home, you should be fine.
This is just...
Look, what we'll do.
Cal, I think you need to put your phone down because that's just looping endlessly now.
Yes, it is coming through the stream. Is that me?
I think that's you that's causing it to just loop endlessly. There we go, that's gone. But look, basically, Zach went mental and just started laughing maniacally. But look, without sound, since that's not working properly, I'm just going to kind of step through. So let's go to after. Look, this is after the deployment had finished.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to talk it through because it wasn't coming through the stream.
Okay. That's weird, it should have.
I would like to state for the record that I am aware that my army is bad.
Yes.
But
Zach, could you, since we couldn't capture the sound, could you please reenact for us your reaction to seeing that many cultists?
No.
I'm disappointed in this. You're fired.
It was described to me as maniacal.
I had a good giggle.
It was quite funny, but look,
I
basically,
had a few bevs under my belt. Shocking. I know.
I'll probably upload just the raw footage for this over the next couple of days when I get a chance to, like, you know, fix the colors a bit because it's a bit drab.
It was a stupid game.
It was
And
stupid. But basically, there's some custodes here. There's just
Custodies.
so many cultists over here. To be clear, that's 180 of them. They all kind of just moved forward a bit. And then rolled a bunch of dice. Didn't do a lot because they're cultists.
They did kill a single banana.
They killed one banana turn one.
Also, if you're quick enough to see, like I've been catching glimpses of, you will get to actually see what Zach's in-game dice rolling is like.
Oh, it's not good.
The majority will always be somewhere around the 1 and 2s, like that.
Oh yeah, there's. I mean,
I swear to God, every single one of Jono's dice rolls had at least 1 6 in it.
it did, and the best
And
part
mine-
was
Almost always had a 1.
the best part was because there was so many rapid fire weapons. There was so many extra hits.
Being built into the wontons, that's been pretty cool. Like I miss Death to the False Emperor, but at least it's not completely gone.
Look, it's still strat, and is no longer death to the false everything.
Which it should be.
No, they shouldn't be. Puma rule.
Yeah. Then I kind of just, I got upset and flipped all of Zach's stuff. As you
Yes, that is true.
as you do.
It was not a good game.
And then Zach, look, as you can see, a lot of the cultists have died at this point. Just so many of them.
Not nearly enough. It wasn't until like turn 3 that I killed like 100, over 100.
Yeah, somehow it took you 3 turns to get through even 100 of them.
I did target some Space Marines. Space Marines!
Look, if I didn't need to be out of the house by 7 o'clock this morning, I would have kept playing. But I needed to get to bed last night because apparently I do need sleep, contrary to popular stupidity.
I recall I flipped the table about something. So you probably wouldn't have continued playing past the time we played till.
Possibly.
Can we also point out for everybody that's watching, or watching eventually, while we were laughing about Jono putting this list together, and then they started playing and everything, the first message Zach sends me was we had decided to play kill points, which is generally not the greatest idea if you're planning on taking 180 cultists.
Plus,
It's also not the greatest idea if you're planning on fighting custodies.
That too.
yeah, look,
They tend to punch with violence.
look, to be fair, this next bit here was absolutely fantastic. Because
Is this where you killed the black? No, you did
Yeah.
the one wound to the black. Oh yeah, that's right. I showed the banana boats.
this is the bit where where's the bit where I charge the bikes? Oh look, there, yeah, so that's kind of what my rolls looked like. That was a hit roll. That was fun. And then yeah, look, there was like heaps of cultists into the bikes, but then they all died.
In a shocking turn of events, they
I
were
know.
murdered
Who would have seen that coming?
by the T6 4 5 attack base boys. No, 5 wounds, 4 attacks. That's right.
Look, I'd also like to point out I did cast
Diabolic
strength on them, so I had strength 5 cultists with 3 attacks each in close combat. Which was quite funny.
It was stupid, but this game was stupid.
Look, the point of this game was stupid. Look, I mean, look, right at the end of Where's like a zoomed out shot? Even here, where Zach flipped the table, there's still so many cultists.
Yeah, but they weren't long for this world. There was also, I would like to point out, over on the left hand side, there were a few more everything of yours.
Yeah, look, they kind of just died. Hindsight being what it is,
The Adeptus Custodes got into engagement range.
I should have taken a Dark Apostle instead of
Yeah.
the
Oh, to be sure.
instead
Absolutely.
of the Sorcerer. So at least then my blob of cultists around it had leadership 10.
Yes, no, there was a lot of cultists running away.
There was quite a bit of running away.
And as funny as it would be to have Bananas not being able to hit cultists on anything lower than a 4.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
think
would have
that'd
been
be fun.
fun too.
Not funny. Don't like it.
That would have been great.
I really
I can't
should
roll.
have
I
done
can't
that.
roll higher than 4.
No, you can't, which is why it's brilliant. The sheer number of saves that you failed.
And they were 2s because
so-
you were cultists.
Yes.
Anyway, let's talk about Sunday.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Sunday.
So Jono, in his infinite wisdom, knowing that the game was going to be a Primarch fight, he brought Iron Warriors,
Yes.
a very limited list of Iron Warriors,
Yes.
to a game with Thousand Suns with Magnus the Red and Death Guard with Mortarion.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do not regret this decision.
many insults were paid to Khorne. Many
Look,
insults.
Mortarion should have been fucking dead.
Yes, but he didn't die because you are bad at this game.
In saying that, he did get fingered.
Look, this is true.
He
So-
did take the finger.
and he felt it.
He did take the finger, and he did feel the finger.
Next summer, catch Mortarion and Tom Green in Freddy Got Fingered too.
So yeah, basically here's how it went down. Mortarion took 2 demolishing cannons to the face, but only 1 because one of them had already been murdered.
Yes, by Magnus with
Max-
mind bullets.
Yeah, Magnus puts all of the mind bullets into one, which then
It is-
exploded
yeah.
and dealt another half dozen mortal wounds to everything around the Vindicator.
In a shocking turn of events, if you park something in front of Magnus the Red, he murders it to death with psychic powers.
I know.
Who would have thought?
Look, I'm getting.
Although, to be fair, as we did say, or rather, me and Chris agreed, less so Jono because he was busy crying. There's one, there's reading someone's rules and having a bit of an idea of ours, and there's actually seeing it in action.
Yeah.
Very different. Yeah.
And I'd like to also add seeing it into action with someone using that's actually competent, because I
Yes,
have
correct.
fought Magnus before and it was Zach using
But it was me.
does not count.
Correct.
So it just doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
So basically what happened was, because I'd already lost the Vindicator, I thought I'd do the only rational thing I can
And try and fight Mortarion.
and try and fight Mortarion instead. So I put a demolition cannon into
I've
it.
died to mind bullets. I'm going to go and fight the fighty one. That's also hard to kill.
Look,
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a good plan. But he took some obliterators, a demolisher cannon, a couple of plasma shots. He took some stuff. I had him down to 5 wounds, which is a solid effort.
And let's be fair. It doesn't matter what Zach is steering, whether it be shiny or putrid. If it has a 2+ save, he is failing that.
Which
Yes,
is
and
why
also
it's good that Mortarion
he has a
3+
3+
saves,
save.
which means
Or is
Zach's
it 3?
fine.
And a 4+ invuln. And a 5+ strong.
Which means Zach
Yeah.
is fine.
Except, I saved everything.
Yeah. So
Not everything. I was
the-
down to 5 wounds when me and the Demon Prince fought.
yeah.
But
So the Demon Prince runs in. He Cornate Demon Prince, fully buffed up on all the corn. He is truly from, I don't know, somewhere that grows a lot of corn. So we're talking 9 attacks plus the finger, So he starts by giving Morty the finger, and Morty feels it, which is hilarious. We all laughed, and everyone in the store looked at us. He then decided
To be sure, there was cackling. Cackling occurred,
there was so
and-
much cackling.
and everyone's like, "What? These people are playing Warhammer and having fun?
Yeah, I know. You're not allowed to do that.
Weird."
It's
Maybe
not that
that's
you're
why
not
we
allowed to
lost.
do that. It just doesn't happen often. Like I will
Look,
die on
fair.
this hill. Warhammer is not fun. Like this is the most fun I have every week. It's talking shit about Warhammer. When it actually comes to making a list, showing somebody that list, especially if it's Zach and he doesn't read my lists anymore.
No, don't bother. It's just stupid and or shit, or both.
It's usually
Usually
both. Let's be fair.
Usually both.
It's usually both. With one ridiculous, stupid idea behind it, and then literally the rest of the army set to kind of make that one thing not happen. But it's not fun, and playing the game is so ridiculously stressful. And like,
Look,
there's a couple of funny moments that might come out of it, but we're talking maybe a handful of these in a 3 to 4 hour period.
Look, it's only a handful for you because you're not forcing it hard enough. But look, anyway,
Look, I will concede that match play is not the most fun thing in the world. Like it can be,
No.
but usually isn't.
that's why we stopped
Um,
playing it, wasn't it?
That's why we play Tempest and add open war cards because dumb.
Yeah. Zach, you want to tell all of the fine people about how many freaking extra rules we'd added to
So
this game?
our rules that we have is you draw one. We draw our objectives and our secondaries. So we play Tempest of War. Literally, that's how it works. But we add the twist of while we draw one mission rule from Tempest of War, we also draw a mission rule from Open War. Now, the thing we've agreed is that if you draw one of the pool, draw two and use both these rules cards, you draw from both. So we ended up with 5 mission rules, though we discarded one of the Tempest ones because it was boring. It was like, oh, you can't use the same bravery as Death Guard and Thousand Suns. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, and the Iron Warriors had squads maxing out at 5.
Yeah.
That's going to come into effect at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The one morale test I had to take, I passed. Shock horror.
No. Really.
But what we had from Open War was, well, we did get Warp Lightning Storm from Tempest of War. Roll a d6 in the psychic phase. Any prick that's on an objective. Mortal wounds on a 1.
Yep.
We
I enjoyed taking
had-
all those mortal wounds.
Yeah, Jono was the only one that actually took it because it was fun. Oh no, I took one on my Plague Burst Crawler, which
I missed having a 5-up shrug against mortal wounds.
yes, I bet
It's
you did.
almost like I should have taken an army that could have actually done something there.
Yes. On top of that, any shooting outside of 18 inches, -1 strength. And no advance, and you can only charge if you're within 7 inches of the closest enemy model.
Look, to be fair, that didn't matter as much, given that we were doing alternate activation instead of alternate turns. So,
Yes.
rather than doing one person does all of their phases and then the next person does all of their phases for the battle round, it's everyone does their command phase,
movement,
then everyone does movement, blah blah blah. Which means
heresy phase,
before you get
shooting phase.
which means I move forward, and then before I have to declare my charges, Zach comes closer to me for some stupid reason.
I did, but it was Death Shroud Terminators.
It was Death Shroud Terminators.
You did a single wound to Death Shroud Terminators with your Berserkers.
It's something. Look, to be fair, at that
I mean,
point,
they
I had,
were
what,
I did
2
put
of
my
them
ass
left.
on them. I did put you did have 2 of them left because I kept killing them with pathetic guns.
Yes,
I
because-
think you lost 2 to Overwatch with strength 3 flamers, which with no AP.
Look, that was bad.
Yeah,
Corn
no.
cares not.
Corn cares
really
not.
did not care. Which actually, speaking of Corn not caring and betraying me,
Yes.
the Corn ate Demon Prince, and after it gave Mortarion the finger, and he felt it,
He did fuck all.
he swung the sword in. He hit with 8 of them. Then
Yes, Corn wanted it.
proceeded to wound with 7 of them. So Nurgle wanted it too. I mean,
And
after,
then,
after Nurgle took the finger, I suppose that's why he wanted it. But then someone forgot that Mortarion has a 3-up save. The Mortarion.
4 up invuln. No, I didn't forget anything. I just made all my saves.
I was trying to make a joke about it being a 3-up save instead of a 2-up, so you could actually fucking pass it, but I got nothing. He passed all of them. So Mortarion
I
lived.
did.
He shouldn't have lived.
And then,
He should have been
as
dead
an
because
experiment,
I only needed one of those to get through and to do average damage, and Mortarion was dead.
unfortunately, to add insult to injury, my response for the Demon Prince, mind you, okay, I should clarify. The Demon Prince had 4 wounds when he was near Mortarion due to getting
Mind bulleted.
mind bulleted and blown up by his own men.
Oh yeah, there was that too.
He
How
was
did that
blown
happen?
up by his Vindicator. He was blown up by his Rhino. It was delicious and also nutritious.
How did I get that many? Why am I good at rolling 6s?
You aren't.
Except for when vehicles are about to explode.
Correct.
Then I get
You should play Tau. They all explode 6 inches and D6 mortal wounds. Play Tau.
I'm never playing Tau
Coward.
because
Why are they your most hated army?
no. My most hated army is Space Wolves.
But
And I'll
why?
let Zach finish, and then I'll explain why.
I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah. So I shot him with the lanterns. The only time the lanterns ever done anything in his life.
Ever.
Ever.
Specifically just to get him down to 1 wound because it was funny to me. Yeah, and then I attacked him 15 times because I'm not using the big swings. I'm going to use the little swings
That was
because it's
just
funny.
mean.
I did the same thing to the berserkers. It was hilarious.
And Zach cheated there because he rolled too many dice.
I did cheat. However, I also hit with all of them, so I just subtracted 5.
I don't care. You cheated. It doesn't count.
What does count is I let you try and fight Mortarion again, even though you were dead,
And then I
still,
failed the
You still
second
didn't kill him.
Yeah, and then I failed the second time.
You
Well,
did like 9 wounds, and I saved 5 of them. Oh, no, sorry, you did 9 damage after the failed saves, and I still saved 5 of them. And I was like, "Hello, I'm still alive with 1 wound. Fuck you."
Look, I hate
Ah,
Mortarion so
fuck
much.
Jono.
Next time I'm bringing Drago, and he's just going to banish him.
Drago will try.
No,
I have Death Shroud now.
Mortarion will be banished.
I have Death Shroud now.
I will Flamestorm Cannon your Death Shroud.
No, you won't,
Yes, I will.
because your fucking Land Raider is going to be dead because I'm going to shoot it
No,
with entropy cannons.
those two do
Okay,
not,
that's what we're talking about. It's not
those
no,
two do
no.
not follow.
What, me shooting something and it dying? Correct.
Yes.
I
B does not
recall
follow from A there, Zachary.
I recall a Tempest of War game that I played with Christopher. Actually, no, it was an open war game. This is before Tempest released. And I, in 5 turns, did a grand total of 4 wounds with 2 Plague Burst Crawlers.
See, now
The
that
entire
that I
game.
believe.
The entire game.
That I believe. That's entirely believable.
I cannot roll dice.
But
It is
yeah,
known.
look, after, that embarrassing incident happened, I did the only rational thing that I could do.
He packed up and went home.
On my way out
You
of the
bought 20
store,
cultists.
I purchased 20 cultists to put in front of my Vindicator so that Magnus can't just murder them turn 1 again. Problem solved.
And yet, I'm fairly certain Magnus will just murder all those cultists and then somehow still murder the Vindicator.
No, he cannot deal that many mortal wounds.
You don't know that.
You're correct, but OP,
Let
please.
us discuss the amount of mortal wounds that Magnus can do.
Oh god, this is gonna be shit.
All right, how many wounds does your Vindicator have?
12, 11,
It's got,
10,
like
9,
13.
8, 7, 13.
13. So it's got to deal 33 mortals.
Yes.
Look, it's probably a bit much even for Magnus. But we have certain options. Now, Magni Magic has the ability that he can use he can use 2 Kabbalistic rituals a turn, which is against the rules because he cheats, because Zinch.
Sounds about
So
right.
he can add an additional D3 mortal wounds to any power.
Cool.
You can spend 8 Cabal points so he can cast a power again that is already cast.
Cool.
On top of that,
I don't think
I
he's getting
bel-
to 33.
I don't think he's getting to 33, but he's going to do a lot of fucking wounds.
Is he even
because
getting through the 20 cultists?
it depends. I mean, look, let's have a look at some spells. Let's have a
The
look at
raw-
some witchery.
The Raw Malscepter might have.
The Raw Maleceptor probably would have.
Yeah, but that thing was broken.
Yes,
It
but here's the
actually
thing.
was.
If he casts Baleful Devolution, he's got a fair chance of killing a few cultists. That's the one where
it's like D6 equals the number of models and any 6 are immortal.
no, any 6 are D3 mortals.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's a bit
and he's going to
rough,
get it off because
It's Magnus.
it's Magnus,
Yeah.
+3 to cast. He doesn't give a shit.
Look, I think that's the one
On top
I'll
of
use my
that-
Cornate Deny against.
No, you would try to use your Cognate Deny against.
Look, I'm not you, so it will work out half of the time.
It doesn't work for my sisters, but again, I am bad at games.
Especially on the Knight Centura.
This is true.
I really wish the Knight Centura had a deny.
Yeah, look,
Alas,
I feel indifferently about that.
of course you
It's
do.
like, Zach and I we were talking about this the other day. Like, for reasons of fluff, it makes sense. Like, and it looks like GW have tried to kind of follow the fluff a little more.
Tried to a little more. I'm noticing a lot of conditional terms there.
GW, there has to be conditional terms, or otherwise the statement is just false.
This is true.
Or
Or is it false? Is this statement false?
Are you false?
I am going to add conditional terms and then say no, the statement is not false.
Anyway,
Conditional.
look, I get it. I mean, I was thinking about it the other day when I was playing against Dickhead and also Reese the other night. It
Wow.
could be a bit much with Emperor's Chosen.
Yes, it would be.
There
He's gonna do
is the potential for abuse there.
Look, I think all
It's
that
like,
matters-
here's my fucking Trajan, like a battalion patrol. Here's Trajan and a bike captain, a shit ton of bikes, and like 2 Knight Centuras, or 3 Knight Centuras, one in one and 2 in the other.
Disgusting.
And there's like, oh, I've got these denies and also a deny stratagem and also ignore mortal wounds on a 4+. Fuck your psychic.
Yeah, look, that's a bit much.
Look,
but-
yes, it's a bit much. I don't think it's crazy when you're only talking like a single trait or whatever they are. that-
True, and then as
get.
well, on top of that, like, no one's bringing enough Knight Centuras to actually have nearly as many denies as, say,
Yeah.
Thousand Suns or Grey Knights. I mean, fuck. Chris had 11 denies last game. I had
Yeah,
5.
That was a few.
You know,
I had
it's not going to, like, at max, it's
none.
going to be 3 denies, maybe 4 if you take the Warlord trait for Impregnable Mind.
Mm.
I don't know. I just feel like
It's that
I mean, I
force
get-
trade that's
yeah.
broken. I think they just need to get rid of that in the next balance sheet.
What,
and
no more
upset.
denies.
Yeah,
no more denies. We get rid of that Warlord trait and that stratagem from the Deadly Custodies, and also
No obsec.
there's no upsec.
Yep, no obsec, and we're adding 100 points to every model.
and
Correct.
half movement.
And half movement. Yep, they move 3 inches.
And they are double affected by difficult ground.
Correct. So they don't move. In fact, they go backwards.
The
They go
backwards one.
They go in the opposite direction of where you want them to go when they have to go through a forest.
They have to be removed from the battlefield and reset up in your deployment zone.
Yes.
In fact, they also are bringing back scatter dice specifically for custodians. Just for custodians, no one else. All movement is
Just
the
a
3d6 scatter.
No, okay. So this is what
They
we're
are
gonna
helping abominations. They are the 3d6 random movement.
Look, I think we need to do that game where Zach's movements are random.
Then we just need to start collecting Warhammer Fantasy because I will
Or-
just play Skaven. Actually, no. Reese has claim to Skaven. We
Or
can't take that
add
from
it.
you.
We add that.
I'll
as a
play vampire
stipulation.
counts and be obnoxious. It'll be great.
Or we add the scatter dice stipulation to my already ridiculous idea for homebrew clowns.
What coin flip? The coin flip clowns.
Coin flip where everything is completely random. They have random
Kegarak
animal
is
attacks.
pleased. Kegarak is very pleased.
They have 3d6 movement. It doesn't matter what it is.
The
That's just
zinger.
when they move. And then do they hit? Coin flip. Do they wound? Coin flip.
Coin flip.
Do they save? Coin flip.
Coin flip.
Look,
A sinker.
I will enjoy watching that.
We might have to stream that once, even if it's only like a 500 point something stupid.
Look, speaking of
It's
stupid,
doable.
speaking
It
of
is
stupid
doable.
games, going back to the army that I hate the most.
Space wolves.
Yes.
Yes, I do not care. For
Have you
the Space
considered
Wolves at all.
wolfing wolves? That wolf's the wolfer. Wolfingly.
Look,
Wolfing.
the reason I hate Space Wolves is very simple. When I first started playing this game, it was all I ever got to fucking fight.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And at the time, they had a second ed codex, and we were in the fifth ed, and the rules just were.
Wait, no,
fucking-
what?
No.
They had a third ed codex.
Was it third ed?
And the
And they had,
supplement.
and there was Eye of Terror. The Eye of Terror also
Yeah.
had some rules for 13th grade company.
Yeah.
Jono, you're lying. Why
Look,
are you lying all the
I thought
time?
it was second, must have been third. The point is, they had an out-of-date codex, and because the edition had changed, it was broken. And not in a bad way, in a good way, but also a bad way.
And this is before like the internet was a massive
Yes,
thing for
This was
all of
before
us.
the internet was a thing.
Yes, but you've also got to remember the Fish of Fury existed in third ed.
Yes.
Look, the point is, at the time,
And the
I
Fury
was
is not of the
also
Tau. The
playing-
Fury is of everyone else.
I was also playing with a third ed Necrons codex.
The OP, please no.
Their most basic gun can destroy your most advanced tank in a single shot, and this is both fair
No, yeah,
and
look,
legal.
The chances of that happening are very fucking low.
Yes,
You have to
but
roll a 6
but-
and then a fucking 6.
But here's the thing, it did happen.
But it-
regularly for one
yeah.
volley of shooting because there was 20 shots.
And then you also had the monolith, which was basically specifically designed
To
to say
counter
fuck
Eldar.
you to Eldar. Yeah.
It
It's like
appear anywhere.
it's like, all right, here is the bright lance and the dark lance. We have the lance special rule, which means we reduce your armor value. And the Necron's like, haha, no, I am 14. Fuck you.
And I remember that specifically well because that's when I started playing Eldar.
That's when I started playing. I didn't play for very long because money, and also I had to paint myself, and I was like, this is fucked.
So I
Um,
actually started with Space Wolves.
I started with Tyranids. The bugs are my home. They are my first love.
Look, I think you need to take Reese up on his offer to play with his army then.
I will one time. Once Chris gets his place, I think we'll that sort of stuff will happen a bit more.
Just round robin.
But yeah, no, I definitely would. I'll play with some fucking bugs. I don't give a shit.
Fun. But yes, so reason we brought up the army that I hate the most. Cal, would you like to enlighten everyone on the army you hate the most?
It's the army that everybody hates the most. It's the traitorous, but not quite traitors, but they're definitely heretic Dark Angels.
They're definitely heretics.
Definitely heretics.
Yeah.
Lionel Johnson is a traitor Primarch, and when he reawakens, he's going to declare war on the Imperium of Man.
Yeah, it's in his name. Lie.
Lie. Lie on.
Yeah.
He lies,
then-
but also it's his name is what it does right fucking now. He lies on a bed. The fucking coward.
No, and Johnson just means dick. He's a lying dick.
Look, I'm okay with this.
Lion, dick.
Which
Well,
Lie on
lion,
dick.
the dick.
which I suppose will make the game that we're planning to live stream next week instead of just talking interesting.
Oh, that's going to be such a shit game.
It's going to be so shit. So it's
I don't even know what to do because, like, I hate everything.
And you're playing clowns.
I think Zach is playing.
No,
clowns.
I'm not playing plants. I'm just going to show it with Scarbrand and a shit ton of blood letters because Scarbrand hates everything. I am,
Yeah, but you like that. That's the thing.
debatable. Do I really like it? Do I
You
like
like-
anything?
Exactly. You like to hate everything.
I think the only thing
I am very edgy, obviously.
I think Zach just has to play Necrons.
I'd play Necrons.
Or then instantly
There's
no, you cannot
literally,
play
like-
it.
Instantly, no, you can't play.
Exactly. It's like, I'll play fucking anything. I will be terrible at it because I'm terrible at the armies I actually play. But I'll play it.
Everybody, you might have put together now, we've buried the lead somewhat, but we are playing the armies against each other that we hate the most.
Yes,
If that had not been announced yet, that is what we're doing.
yes, and on top of that, because I don't want to be up all night, we're putting a 5-minute cap on a player turn.
On a player turn?
Yes,
On its
Oh,
turn.
we're fucked.
because
That's never going to
I
happen.
mean, 2 turns to
I
a
can do
battle
it.
round, so that's 10 minutes to a battle round, 50 minutes to a game.
Wait, I thought
700
I thought this was like a fucking four-way free-for-all or some shit.
No, well, I mean, we could do that, but we'd have to make it 2.5 minutes to a turn.
Look, all I want is the moral victory. I'm going to advance all of my Dark Angels into the middle and pass my turn. Just
Blasted with
kill them all.
melters.
Yep, that's
You will, yes. The famously killable Deathwing Knights.
Look, I've already
that
worked
I had
out.
2 units of.
I've already worked out my list for it. It's bad because I don't give a fuck about this army at all, not even the slightest. So here's what I'm going to take: Bjorn the Fell-Handed, because
Bjorn
I
'Cause
do
why not?
find a HQ Dreadnought mildly entertaining.
is very funny, and he is pretty good if memory serves.
He is all right if you can get him there. The delivery system, as if
There is
all
no
Space
delivery
Wolves-
system. He's too
It was, the first
walking
issue
across
is you
the
don't
battlefield.
fucking get there.
For the troops, 5 heavy intercessors. So they have the executioner bolt rifles.
Ah, yes, the intercessors that are the same model.
Yes. I
But
bought a
heavier.
bunch of Wolfen. Like, what's that? Freaking 9 of them to be specific. 1 with Frost Claws, 2 with a Storm Shield and Thunder Hammer, and then 6 with Wolfen Claws. I have no idea what that will do, but probably nothing, because I'll probably die before that get there.
Well,
then
if you
finally-
ask Dickhead, Wolfen are bad.
Wolfen bad.
Wolfen bad.
I want them to be good, but Wolfen bad.
They're not
Look,
terrible.
They're just really average for what they are. Like less than
What
average.
they blend. They got
Look,
blend.
I've at least tried. I put 2 Storm Shields in there to try to keep them alive a bit longer. And then to wrap out the squad, the freaking army, I don't care for this army at all. 5 Eradicators with Melter Rifles.
Poo.
Hmm.
Poo.
Because
They're not good.
A squad of Melters is funny to me.
You know what isn't good?
Look,
Space Marines.
that's
Space Marines are
my
mediocre.
home. Speaking of mediocre Space Marines, I have found my list in Battlescribe entitled Dark Elves. So in which we're taking a Primaris Librarian with null zone because I intend to take off my own invulnerable saves.
Because if you don't, he's got no support. He just fucking dies.
Yep.
But then he has no support, so he fucking dies.
Is what we want. Fucking heretics. We have an intercessor squad that I have also given Stalker bolt rifles.
Yep.
We have 2 Deathwing Terminator squads of 5, all
are you
with double lightning claws.
Are you sure
Nice.
you're trying to lose? Because you're taking like 10 Deathwing Terminators.
It's almost like Dark
Yeah,
Angels are
but-
actually very good.
Look, I will disagree with that until the day that I die. But look, some of them are not completely the shittest.
I refuse
Oh.
to accept the idea that Dark Angels are anything less than shit.
And then I have Hellblasters with Assault Plasma.
Look, can we talk about how Deathwing Knights exist? And
No.
how
We can't talk about that.
Custodians are actually really
Oh.
bad?
No, that mace thing that the Deathwing
Exactly.
has, that is
So,
fantastic. If it wasn't shit.
Comparison. Compare the pair.
Simple.
We have a Deathwing Knight. He costs 43 points. He moves 5. He's got 2+2+4 for 3, 2, 8, 2. He has a 4-up invuln because he takes a Storm Shield and a Mace of Absolution.
We'll point out though, no Armor of Contempt with that Storm Shield.
True.
True.
However, he has permanent transhuman because he's fucking Deathwing.
Yeah.
Now,
Which is entertaining too. I
that
suppose.
is strength 8 minus 2, 3 damage.
Cool.
Contrast, the Custodian Guard. 6-inch movement. 2, 2, 5, 5, 3, 3, 11, 2. 4+ invuln.
Mhm.
His weapon is strength 7 minus 3, 2 damage.
Cool.
He's 45 points. He costs 2 points more. He can't one-shot a Deathwing Knight. A Deathwing Knight can one-shot him. It's a bit naff. I mean, obviously, there's different fucking roles. He's an elite.
Compared to a troop.
He's a bloke.
Yeah.
You got many of them blokes.
Now let's compare, while we're looking at elite troops, compare a Harlequin troop to a custodian.
I don't need to, because the fluff already compared them. Apparently 3 can fight all 10,000 of them and kill them all.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Okay, even in a world of Matt Ward's fluff, which, look, the guy's actually written some great fluff and some really good rules, but then he goes and does shit like the Blood Tide, which is just like, eh? Also, anything involving Drago. He has been running around the warp for 100 years or 1,000, however fucking long, fighting demons and killing demon primarchs. Like, no, you haven't, you fucking gimp.
Look,
And
all I know
yes,
for certain is this happened, and I feel the need to remind Zach of it at every single opportunity.
I want a 20-foot oil painting of this in my den. I would have this dyed and painted in felt to be on a billiards table.
Yes. Look, I think
We've broken Zach.
I think I need to hire one of the billboards around Newcastle and just put this up.
I think we can start a GoFundMe for this.
I refuse to accept it.
And that's
In the words of Little Kitten, it's not fucking canon.
And this is specifically why Zach next week is playing clowns.
Yes, this is exactly.
There is, look, I'm sorry. I understand that they are murder hobos in fucking Panoply. Like, but no. No.
Yes.
Yes.
If they were being sneaky boys and sneaky boying through the palace and not getting detected, I'd understand that. But apparently they're fucking breakdancing their way through killing the most elite warriors of the Imperium. No.
Look, you don't have to.
They wouldn't have gotten fucking 20 meters.
Zach, I would just like to take this opportunity to quote our Lord and Savior, the almighty Ben Shapiro, but facts don't care about your feelings, Zach. I think I just broke
that hurt him on 2 levels. next when we finish this, he's going to see a tweet where Elon Musk has made it to Mars successfully.
Let's be real. He's gonna blow himself up. That's exactly what's
No,
gonna happen.
no. He's going to blow up the idiots that volunteer to go there first.
Oh yeah.
That's who
No.
he's going to blow up.
He's never actually gonna go on a rocket himself.
Look, maybe once there's like a colony of 1 million people there, after the 6 million died trying to get to that point, then maybe he'll go, but not before then.
There's a very good video about that. In fact,
There is.
Is it video because it's good because it's biased to your opinion?
That is probably why
obviously,
it's
anything
good.
biased my opinion
Is this
good.
this the same reason I was recommending Zeitgeist to all of my friends in high school?
Oh Jesus Christ! I forgot about that movie. I mean, look, they had some fair points about like the Federal Reserve and like the general fact that like money is worthless.
Yeah.
Money is only has value because we say it does.
Yeah, but
And it can literally be created
that
out of
whole
nowhere.
first section where they're like, "Oh, Jesus is Horus." It's like that's not how the Horus myth works. Jesus is this. That's not how the fucking what Gilgamesh works. Jesus is Heracles or Hercules. Like that's not how that myth works either. It's like, yes, that is true. It is exactly like that if you change all of the details.
look,
This is exactly correct.
I have no
If it
idea what
wasn't.
you're talking about because I've managed to avoid this apparently.
I don't know how.
Yeah, this was a big thing.
Do you want to know how?
'Cause
Sheltered conservative fundamentalist Christian upbringing.
Also, you've got how old are you again?
Yeah, 29.
I don't know that young. Zeitgeist the movie.
Look,
There's two of them now.
No, there's more than two.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
Dear God, I'm busy this evening.
Look, the point
And
is,
there's a 2-hour and 41-minute one called Zeitgeist Moving Forward. There's a 2-hour one called Zeitgeist Addendum.
the point is, Zach is terrible at this game, and next week
why?
we are playing the
Okay,
stupidest
Zeitgeist
game
Moving
ever.
Forward came out in 2011, so it's 20 years old. And by 20, I mean 10. I can't maths. But that's literally the fucking point. Like, how did you not know about this?
Just like I said,
Let's find out. Let's find out when it's genuinely released.
What are you looking at? Are you Googling how has Jono not seen this?
2007 is when it came out.
yeah. So that's how I'd never seen it.
Let's try this.
Oh yeah, it's got the cast includes George Carlin, who was dead for a very long time when the movie came out. Charles Lindbergh, who again had died fucking 33 years previously.
See, and this is why I don't recognize any of these names. 'Cause
David
these people don't
Icke.
exist.
David Icke. The Lizard People Man.
The actual lizard people, man.
The actual lizard. Genuinely the Lizard People Man.
It wouldn't surprise me if somewhere in the credits is Jacques Cousteau returned.
Yeah, basically. It's just fuck.
Tune in tomorrow night where we search along more iconic things that Jono has not seen.
Like
Where we
it's
talk
just-
about Castaway.
No, I have heard of that.
I've never seen Castaway. I've never seen
I've
Castaway.
never seen it, but I know what that is.
How have neither of you seen Castaway? It's one of those modern classics.
No.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never got around to
A
it.
1989 Lexus LS400 is a modern classic.
Is it though?
Like
Yes,
We're-
it
we're
is.
talking-
It's
we're
more than
talking a
25
movie-
years old, so it meets the definition of classic.
a movie
Yeah,
that
that's-
was
that's like-
nominated. It was nominated and won multiple film awards, and it's literally Tom Hanks on a beach with a volleyball for fucking 3 hours.
Correct.
Look, I want to know who played the volleyball.
Wilson.
Perfect.
Wilson.
I think we've got somehow off topic.
Well,
Look,
the point
the
is,
point is, Zach is playing clowns, and I will fight him with custodes, and this will be amusing.
custodies.
Bananas.
Okay. I'm just gonna shorten. Just
Okay, we're
Okay.
going to talk about this because I'm going on a tangent. So,
We're back to
here's what
Zeitgeist.
we're back to Zeitgeist. Synopsis of Zeitgeist, the movie.
Are you within range?
The film's introduction features animations, footage of war, explosions, and the September 11 attacks, and audio quotes from Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche. I'm saying that terribly, and George Carlin. The first bloke is a Buddhist fucking master, apparently. They are they're the same thing. A Buddhist master and George Carlin. Part 1 claims that the Christian religion is mainly derived from other religions, astronomical assertions, astrological myths, and other traditions. In furtherance of the Jesus myth hypothesis, this part disputes the historicity of Jesus, who it claims is a literary and astrological hybrid nurtured by political forces and opportunists.
yes.
Part 1 was influenced by the works of some person.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember her. She's a fucking cooked cunt.
Wow.
Part 2 alleges that September 11 attacks were orchestrated by the government to
Yes.
generate mass fear and justify the war on terror,
For oil.
to provide a pretext for the curtailment of civil liberties and produce economic gain. It asserts the US government had advanced
And
knowledge of the
we've just
attacks.
been demonetized.
Oh, we've been demonetized several times already. That the military deliberately allowed the planes
Mainly
to
for
reach the
Zach's
targets,
anti-Semitism.
and that's
Again, we've circled back.
and that the World Trade Center 1, 2, and 7 were controlled demolition. And then Part 3 states the Federal Reserve System is controlled by a small cabal of international bankers.
Okay, look, there's
Being
the
the Jews!
That was an anti-Semitic dog whistle.
They mean the Jews. Shocking, isn't it?
One.
Who conspire to create global calamities to
One.
enrich themselves. Like, these people are fucking insane. And
Two.
apparently they engineered the sinking of the Lusitania, the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which started the Vietnam War, and the wars are created to sustain conflict in general and force the US government to borrow money, thereby increasing the profits of the international bankers.
3.
Join us next week.
Three.
When...
Also, federal income tax is illegal because of something. And also, there is a secret agreement to merge the US, Canada, and Mexico into a North American Union as a step towards a one world government.
Look,
Join us next week when Zach will be reading his favorite passage from Mein Kampf.
I do not care for Mein Kampf. I do own
You
the
do
Communist
now.
Manifesto, however.
Look, that's just as bad, right? I mean, didn't you know, Zach? Hitler
Oh,
was a
yes.
socialist.
Hitler was a socialist.
Clearly. Hitler was left.
Apparently so. He was left wing. So Nazis and communists are both the same.
He
Yeah.
was quite into the occult as well. Like, I know
Yeah,
it's a
him less
Hellboy
so.
room.
That
Wait.
That
Slow
was
down.
less him.
I think I know how this conversation is actually about Warhammer now.
Because we're talking about the
Because we're
birth of
talking
the
about
Imperium.
fascism, and it's the Imperium of Man.
Yeah.
Hitler is the emperor.
Hitler is basically the emperor. Yes. Except
Actually,
the
no,
emperor is
look.
actually competent
No, the
at
emperor.
some stuff.
The emperor is actually Elon Musk. I mean, they have a very similar number of children.
And I have trouble pronouncing some of their names.
Look, Elon Musk is the emperor of mankind. I think we all need to accept this as a fact.
So that's why he's going to Mars, because he's
Yeah.
trying to.
He's trying
yeah.
to get in contact with the Mechanicum.
So here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm reading the synopsis of
You're able to
of
do it
Zeit-
now.
I'll prepare 4.
I'm reading the synopsis of Zeitgeist Addendum.
You got to read it out loud.
I'm going to read it out loud.
Look, while you read it out loud, I'm going to ready a meme that will upset Zachary.
Yeah, every meme upsets Zachary. So part
Here comes
one,
the
apparently-
custodians again.
part
Look, sort of. Pause for dramatic effect.
And here comes stale bread face. Nope, he was
Mind
into it.
mind you, they were also like the majority of the force in the Webway War. And we're fighting an enemy that just keeps coming back.
No, Slanesh is an enemy that just.
There's a difference between coming back and coming on your back.
Fun.
Speaking of which, I pulled out a
Look,
box
you
of
know who's
Wolfman.
never pulled out?
Here we go.
Elon Musk.
The Emperor.
The God Emperor of mankind.
Okay, so this is I think what?
Do you? Look, somehow this has gone from Zach is anti-Semitic to wargaming to conspiracy theories to roasting Zach.
Look,
So yeah,
There
this is
is-
just our Warhammer chat.
there is okay, so the bloke, there's one
There-
bloke behind Zeitgeist. And he's gone from literally being like full on anti-Semitic
So Zach.
whack job.
5.
I think we broke him.
But
He's going to start throwing gang signs soon.
That's
sad.
six.
He's sad. It's the best.
6.
What's the blood thing? I'm not going to do that. I'll get shot.
Please don't. I don't want to get shot.
But it's gone. The bloke. I mean, like, obviously, I have to watch the thing to see the sort of message he's sending. But in terms of topic, it's kind of gone weirdly socialist.
See? Huh, I told you. Hitler is actually left-wing and socialist.
My whole life is a lie.
Hitler has changed and now your whole life is a lie.
This is weird and confusing.
I think maybe we should create a second podcast of a weekend evening where Zach can drink and read us conspiracy theories.
Look, we don't need to go down that road because that's a dark road.
Let's not do that. I don't want to go to jail.
And everything will be fine because we're using Jono's account and not our own.
Please
Correct.
don't.
But yes, next week, if we still have anybody watching for Warhammer purposes, I'll be playing Dark Angels. Jono is going to be bringing in Space Wolves.
And we're just
And of
going to
course-
stand there and refuse to shoot each other.
I'm running into the middle just to die. It's about time.
I'm not playing this game
No,
because
you've done that before. Remember, you used like the half shuriken list against Grey Knights, and you ran into the middle just to die.
Which I will say is on par with taking 180 cultists against custodians and saying, let's play kill points.
That was dumb. Look,
I'm going to play kill. It's just
Look,
not a thing that happens.
that
It's just
video will be
no.
out this Friday. I will look, even if I don't have time to do anything to it, I will just upload the raw footage.
I think that'd be entertaining. How long is it?
It's an hour 51.
That's not bad for a battle report of such hilarity.
Look, it was so fucking dumb. I never want to fight custodes again.
See, look, that's kind of how I build my list now. I legitimately think, can this list do something against a banana? Because if it can hit a banana, it can hit probably anything else.
If you can dodge a banana, you can dodge a ball.
But that is honestly something that is in not even the back of my, it's the forefront of my thinking when building a list.
Look,
One, because I want to make it so it does something, and two, we play each other very regularly. I
Our
come
meta
up
is
against
very fucky.
Custodes, come up against Custodes a lot.
Really? I'd noticed.
Well, we used to.
Well, yeah, less so these days, but that's
Yeah.
because Death Guard, but who?
Zach, can you pick an army that's not boring?
I'm afraid that I'm a very boring person.
Like,
I will make
play
you a
clowns.
list.
Just play clowns.
I don't like fucking elves.
You don't have to fuck them. You're not Gilliman.
I tried to play Dark Elves once.
That
Yes.
actually was quite funny, you trying to do that.
It did not go well. They are made of paper. With my inability to hit or wound is not good.
And
To
your
be
inability to
fair-
pick to where the good spots to actually put them is.
Yes, also that. The point is, I play these two armies because they don't die even when I'm playing them. And that is an achievement.
That is pretty impressive.
Oh Lord.
Look, the point is 750 points. Base poppers versus the Dank Angels. And they're just going to die so hard, both of them. Are we even going to put objectives, or are we just going to do kill points because we just don't care?
Look, we can do kill points if you want, but I'm legitimately taking Deathwing Terminators.
Let's just
But
do
no, I
objectives.
suppose it'll be fine because I'm turning off my own invulns.
It's true.
Why are you like this?
See, the best part is I'm actually going to do it in the game.
Yes.
Look, I know that. Look, assuming you
Anyway, apologies though. I must depart.
Excellent. Look, I think we will wrap it up there. Like, subscribe, do the thing on all the different platforms, regardless of where
Don't
you
do
are.
it because I'm actually turned this into a conspiracy channel.
Yes, Zach has turned it into a conspiracy channel. So if you like crazy conspiracy theories, come back for more Zach.
Goodbye forever.
Come back for Zach.
Yes. And look, it will be fun. And tune in next week when Zach flips the table, even though he's not playing.
And issues his 7th apology.
Yes, his 7th apology.
Yeah.
Goodbye.